When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Penn Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will put total weather up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Iowa's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Dotson. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. The screen, he can go. Powers through. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Singleton. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Fires left. Got a man, it's Gill. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. They believe they can run right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it in, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Dotson. Bears the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 5 at the 23-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. from the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pena. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target over the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Ross. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Dotson. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Gill. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the run, it's Allen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still short of the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Dotson. Makes the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll do it himself. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Right quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. Three receivers to the right. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on first and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Dinkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it to the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the cover team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. On the move, it's Washington. He has the first and still on his feet. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week. But there in the birthplace of college football, this one is close. They're up by 5 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dinkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. To the air, it's Dotson. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Dinkins. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The handoff, keep working on that clock. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Caught in the backfield, it's Dinkins. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Penn State 27, Iowa 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Catch. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's caught. It's Gill. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looking to pass, it's Dotson. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.